Hi, once again, this is your girl, Jacqueline, the mother of many. So as I promised, I'm doing part 2 of my story. And I'm gonna talk about my journey in my illness. And today I'm gonna do a brief introduction of how I found out that I was sick. Okay, as I came to Arizona, I met my husband and we courted for 1 year. After 1 year, we got married and we stayed together. He's a very loving man, very caring and a God-fearing man. Thank God he was also a Catholic like me, so it was easy for us in our prayer life because he's a believer just like me. And so I was working in this private institution and he kept encouraging me to go and work for the state. And I did my interview. I found this job with the state and I was happy, bubbly, working. And I had a very good insurance. And since I didn't have any problems in my body, I didn't suffer from any medical issues, I never went to the hospital. So this fine day, he told me, you have a good insurance and you are not using it. Why can't you go for your annual checkups? And I thought of it. I said, yeah, I'm a woman. I need to be checked. Like even go for a mammogram, do the normal checkups for ladies. So I Googled because by then I didn't know how to drive far. I could drive, but a short distance I was comfortable, not in a busy, like a freeway, but something next to my house could be okay. So I found this clinic which was like 3 minutes from my house. And I went there. They did my blood work. And I told them I have this pain that I normally have. And I thought it was normal because it was like 2 weeks before my periods. I used to have severe pain on my left hand side, lower side of my belly. So I went and told the doctor that I have this pain, but I don't know if it's normal or what. Then the doctor advised me to go for ultrasound. I went, and when they received my results, they referred me to a gynecologist. And the gynecologist says, we are seeing fibroids and you need, some of them are really big. So the doctor explained to me the 3 methods that they could use to remove the fibroids. And he asked me if I had my biological kid. I said, no, I did not have a biological kid. I know most of you are wondering, you're saying you don't have a biological kid and you are saying you are a mother of many. That's why I called myself mother of many, because I've brought up many kids, my sister's kids, my brother's kids, my own brothers. They have all passed through my hands. So I'm a mother of many, though I don't have my biological kid. So the doctor told me, okay, because you've not had your own kid, we don't think it's wise we remove your uterus, because there are many ways that you can get a baby. If you want to, you can do a IVF. And so we opted, like, I can go to the office, they make the fibroid shrink and die. But they said before we do this procedure, we need to do a biopsy. So they gave me a day to go for my biopsy. I went in, they told me you can take a Tylenol, which is a paracetamol in Africa, and then come to the office. They were doing it in their office. So I went. They were taking this biopsy. They had to do a pap smear and take a biopsy from my uterus. I tell you, the pain that I felt like my hair was gonna fall off my head. I screamed in this office. It was so painful to take that biopsy. I've never felt pain like what I felt that day. All in all, they took the biopsy and they told me in 2 weeks they will call me or I'll go to the clinic to pick up my results. So I came home relaxed and I was happy because when they were taking this biopsy, I don't know how they call that procedure, but they put like cameras in your inside the uterus and they look around and see if there's any abnormality. But the doctor told me everything looks okay, but let's wait for the biopsy. So when I came home, your little girl here, I was happy and I was bubbly knowing they saw like everything is okay. So I'm just waiting for the confirmation of the biopsy. I go, they take off the fibroids, and after that, we will see what we can do, because me and my husband, we said if we get kids, that's fine. If we don't, that's fine too. But also, me personally, I loved kids. Like, I loved kids, and I wished like I could have one. So if whatever it could have costed me, I could have done to get my own kid. So when I went home, I stayed home for like a week. I'm at my place of work. I saw a phone call, but I cannot receive a phone call because we are not allowed to receive phone calls at work. And they left me a voice message. When I opened it, they said my appointment date has been moved back. Instead of coming like in 2 weeks, it was like in 1 week. And I was wondering, why have they changed my appointment date? And then, always we don't want to hear bad things. I reassured myself and said, maybe they received my results early. That's why they are calling me. So I need to go and see what they have to say. And when I came home, that day was my off day when I was supposed to go for that appointment. So I was at home waiting for the time for my appointment. And then I get this funny call, and it's from another doctor that I had not spoken to. And they are telling me, this Dr. So-and-so, we are calling you to schedule an appointment with you. I said, no, I've never seen a doctor by this name. Did you guys get my results? And then they say, we don't know about your results. I'm just a scheduler. I was asked to schedule an appointment with you. But being a nurse from Kenya, when I had an oncologist, my heart skipped a beat. Oncologists deal with cancer. And I'm like, what? I asked them, do I have cancer? They said, we don't know anything. We were told to schedule your appointment. So I said, okay. You cannot schedule my appointment today because I'm having an appointment with my gynecologist today. So after that appointment, I'm going to schedule an appointment with you if need be. So I went to my clinic, but this time I got afraid. I said, I'm not going to drive myself out there. I called my husband. God bless you, my blessed husband. God bless you, my beloved husband, because you've always stood by me. He was in the office. I told him I cannot drive myself. I'm already panicking. There's something that they have told me. I don't know. I'm suspecting something bad. And then he came. He took me to the office. He said, I don't have much time. I'll just drop you there and I'll come to pick you up. And he dropped me at the office and went. And the doctor came in and said hi and said, oh, we have the unfortunate, your result turned out like you have cancer of the uterus, which is a endometrial cancer. She asked me my age. I told him, it was a him, and he's like, I don't know why you got this cancer, because it normally affects the old people, the people who have reached menopause. I said, well, I don't know. He asked me, do you have cancer in your family? I said, yes, my mother died of cancer and my dad too. So he said, okay, we don't know what to say, but now I'm sending you to this oncology clinic, and then they will tell you the way forward. I cried like a baby. I cried that day. After a while, I said, I have to dust myself up and go. So I called my husband. He asked me on phone, what did they tell you? I told him, come and pick me. And he's insisting, what did they tell you? Please come and pick me. So he came. When I'm in the car, I'm not talking. And he's looking at me. He says, what did they tell you? I said, I kept quiet because he's driving. I don't know how he's going to react to this. He asked me the second time. I didn't say a thing. So the third time I told him, they said I have cancer. I remember the words he said, you have cancer? You have cancer. You have cancer 3 times. And then he didn't say a thing. He kept quiet. So he drove me home. He dropped me home because he had to go back to work and left me home. I cried. And you know, when I came back, it was around 2 American time. And in Africa, people have slept. I don't know who to call, who to tell, which shoulder to lean on. So I'm there crying. Then I said, you know what? Tomorrow I'm supposed to work. I'll go to work. Because if I stay in this house, there's nothing that I'm doing. I'm just crying. So I went to work. And I remember that day, there's a nurse that I love so much. She told me, Jacqueline, you're going to be lead today. You are leading the... I said, no, I can't be lead because... Why are you refusing responsibility? I said, no, it's not that I'm refusing, but because I got sad news yesterday. I was diagnosed and I'm processing this information. And then she said, could you love to share, or if it's okay if you don't want to share, but if you want to share. Then I needed somebody. I needed a shoulder to lean on. I told her what I was going through, and it's good to tell you as supervisors what you are going through so that when things don't work out, they will understand you better. So I told her what I was going through, and they really supported me. Shout out to my team in my workplace. I'm not going to mention here where I work, but shout out to my team. They really supported me. Whoever is watching and is among the team, I say thank you and may God bless you for all you did to me. And then that's how my diagnosis started. And I'm saying, sometimes even if you are not sick, if you have insurance, it's good to go check out. You never know what's happening in your body. If you are waiting for symptoms, I'm sorry, you might go to the hospital when it's too late for you. If you are having any pain or any slight pain, or you are okay, just go for checkup. Check your body. Because like for cancer, you never know. If you don't go early, they might catch it when it's too late, and it's very hard to save your life. But if they catch it early, get the right treatment, then everything is going to be fine with you. See you in my next video. Let's get going. And I'm here to encourage somebody. Don't give up. Don't give up. God is there for us. And your tomorrow is greater than today. Bye. See you in my next video. I love you all. Keep subscribing, sharing my videos. Guys, I want the whole world to know, because I'm doing this to save somebody's life. If my husband never encouraged me to go for my checkup, today it could be a different story. I'm here to encourage somebody out there. Even if you are not feeling any pain, even if you are okay, but if you have the resources and you have the way, go check yourself out. Thank you so much. Be blessed and be encouraged. Thumbs up. Woo! Let's go.